So what do you do with all your wasted candles? The bits that are all the wax left in the bottom that you can't seem to do anything with because there's no wick left to burn. Well, for me, this is one of those Christmas jobs.
This is how legends are made.
What I do is I gather up all of my used candles throughout the year and I use my Christmas break to turn them into some nice Christmas candles. So a few years ago I got given one of these candle making kits. Most of the kit I didn't find all that useful, but what it did come with extra wax and extra wicks. And now I just top the kit up each year by buying these wicks from the likes of Amazon or eBay or whatever. And I also get some colours for the candles as well, which is little very high intensity colouring wax pieces, which when you put in it spreads the colour out and they're super duper high intensity. So it really dyes the candles really well. And I get some new fragrances as well. Using all the old fragrances can be quite effective if I've got a lot of the same candle, but what tends to happen is I've got loads and loads of mixed up candles, so trying to mix them all together, the fragrances get a little bit lost, so I add some new stronger fragrances. So I've got a couple here that I'm not quite sure how to deal with because this whole thing is made of wax, so I'm going to have to find some kind of pot to put this in, but I'm not sure if this is candle wax because it didn't melt when the inside melted, so I'm not sure even if I do melt this down if it's going to be any use or not. And this is beeswax, which came from my parents' hives, and I'm not sure if that will melt down with normal wax or not. See how the wax is cooking. I'm doing this the cheap ass way. I am not filtering the wax for crap. I literally don't care. So I'll try and keep the crap out, but manner of waxes going into this stuff. So there's little bits of black in it from the previous burnings.
Ooh, I love you. I love you.
Grip it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash these out and I'm going to cut up the large candles and put them into this to melt them down. Try and cut the wick out of it. Right, there we go. Help a little bit with impurities, who knows. Let's get it in the oven now. I'll take a slightly different approach to this one. Big enough. I hope this stuff melts down like a candle. I really do, because I honestly don't know. Unless we get down the drain the better. Taped this up to try and hold it as centrifugal as I can. Well, that is all the candles now setting. That yellow really made that candle yellow, holy crap. Nice layers in some of those, some bits and pieces in there. Well, that's all my candles now made. That's the last one out of the oven, so this one's the last one. This was the one made of the wax block that had the candle inside, so it seems to all melted down all right, and it's now made a candle, so hopefully that'll be all good. The yellow one is yellow. That yellow dye that was in the kit is incredibly yellow. Yeah, some nice layers on some of these. So now they're all made, I'm looking forward to burning these at Christmas. The beeswax one, I had to fully break the mould to get that out. There was no way that was coming out, so maybe if I use these moulds in the future, maybe I've got to do something with them, treat them or something to allow the candles to come out afterwards. But for the moment, I've just put it into one of the old candle holders that we had previously, and yeah, that's really cool. So generally, success, excellent, and that is all made, apart from one bag of candle wax, that's all made from odds and ends and bits and pieces of candles that were already used up. Happy days.